96.9 FM, Pearl Radio.
Briefly introduce yourself to us.
So my name is Grace Nzula. I am a HR practitioner, mostly a HR consultant. I have been doing HR for the last about 12 years. I run a company called Atarah Solutions. Atarah Solutions is a training and HR consulting firm. We have also in 2020 introduced a program called Get It Right. Get It Right with Atarah Solutions. It's a webinar that we do every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And we discuss all facets to do with entrepreneurship and employment.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Amazing. I've attended some of them, and I'm telling you, I feel wiser. At my age, yeah, there's something I'll never forget. The very first one I attended, the guest speaker said something like, teach before you pitch.
Yes.
Yeah, so that
was
always,
Karundu.
That was Karundu.
Yes.
A very, very good speaker and very informative as well.
Yes.
But that's amazing. But so many questions people have about the workplace and how to go about it. So let's talk about CVs. Is it really about the CVs, and how can I make my CV get me a job?
So when you're seeking employment, your first contact with your potential employer is your CV. And therefore, your CV has to check. Your CV has to be properly written.
Yeah.
The CVs I look at and I'm like, Jesus Christ, it will take you 10 minutes to do a proper CV. And if you do not understand what a proper CV looks like, there are people who are offering that service. You pay for it because this is your first contact with your potential employer.
Yeah.
Now, like we say, your first impression matters.
Yes.
So if your first impression with your potential employer does not check, then you're in trouble. So yes, CVs matter. Now, we are living in an age where we have digitalized recruitment.
Yes.
So your CV is actually done online.
Yes.
Now, if your CV is not properly written, even the algorithms within the system will not pick your CV.
Wow.
Yes. So if you see a job, you're applying for a job, look at the JD, look at what they're looking for, search for the profile, search for the company that is recruiting, look at what they're looking for, and then tailor make your CV. Because you see, someone who has done PRs is probably looking for a communications job, yet your CV has only events. So even if you upload it, it will never work.
Wow. You know what most of us do, Grace? We have one CV, and then we send that one CV to different companies and see where we'll get the job.
In fact, I saw that question. There's someone who said that they had custom made their CV. Their CV was looking really good, but they were not getting a job. So it was not about the CV. But you see, your CV is supposed to get you that specific job.
Yeah.
And if you're not applying for any specific job, make sure your CV showcases the exact services you can offer. For example, I can come here and call myself HR.
Yes.
But I'm also a trainer. So if I don't mention that in the CV, it will only pick the HR side. And probably I didn't put training and development as part of my job.
Which can actually make you stand out from other people.
Exactly.
Wow, that's awesome. So we've talked about the structure. So find people who can help you write your CV and let your CV be specific to the job you're looking for.
Yes.
Now let's talk about referees, because referees can mess you up and lie about you. Or maybe they didn't like you back then and you thought that they did, and then you find out, oh, so you weren't my friend after all this. After everything we've been through, you get.
Yes.
So how do I pick my referees and ensure that I'm picking the right referee for the job I'm looking for?
So the beauty about choosing your referees is that you have the freedom. No one dictates for you that this is the person you put as a referee. We normally say it's important that you put a referee who knows you professionally. There are people who have worked for the last 10 years and they put for me their pastor.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay. But am I interviewing for a position that your pastor can speak? Because your pastor maybe will speak about your character.
Yes.
But your pastor may not even know who you are. And especially with Nairobi churches, you are 1,000, 2,000 church members.
Yes.
So how will they speak about you and you have not interacted directly?
Wow, yeah.
So this person can't speak about you. Now, the other thing we look at is you don't have to put your director. Unless you're a consultant like me. If I don't put a director, then I'll look fake.
Yeah. True.
So, but you can put even your colleague. You can put your supervisor. You can put a colleague. So long as it's someone who can speak about your professional life. then they speak about you. They are worthy to be your reference.
Yeah. What if they lie about you?
Now, if they lie about you, okay, what we've done as HR professionals, and especially people who know what they're doing, we look at more than one person.
Okay.
Because we know referees can be people who don't like you.
Yeah.
But I need to look for 3. If 3 people give me the same narrative, then I'll definitely question.
Yeah.
But 2 people are singing praises and I'm busy looking at one person, that I'll need to dig deeper. If your qualifications and your talent is what we're really looking for.
All right.
So even HR professionals, and I know most of them are actually tuned in, need to do their job.
Yeah.
So if someone speaks ill about a job seeker, find out more.
Is that how I'm supposed to dress if I'm going for an interview?
Yes. It depends, because it depends on the industry you're going to interview for.
Okay.
So if you're going to a design school, for example, please come with your red hair.
Yeah. Yes.
Because, okay, like personally, when I was recruiting designers, and you come dressed in a suit, and with normal shoes, normal shirts, normal hair, I'll question because that's not normal.
Because that's not a designer.
No, that's not a designer.
Yeah.
Something about you will be off. Either you'll wear a plain shirt with some serious orange flowered tie that would tell me that, this is design. This is art.
Yeah.
So we can pick these things.
Yes.
And then if you're going to a place where you're not too sure about, it's always good to be conservative.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always good to be conservative. So wear your official clothing, not necessarily a suit. I think that people are running away from that. But if you're a lady, it's okay to put on a dress and a blazer.
Yeah.
Even if you put on a chiffon top, a nice chiffon top with your trousers or a skirt, it's still fine. It doesn't have to be a suit. But yes, you need to look smart and be conservative.
When it comes to, places like maybe you're looking for a job as accountant or those serious jobs.
If you're a lawyer, of course, color matters.
Oh, yeah?
Because this is something they even learn in school.
Okay.
They're not allowed to wear bright colors.
Okay. Because are they dull people? They're not. That's why.
I don't know why, but they're not. They're not allowed to wear bright colors. But if you're going for an HR, we expect you to wear something good, look official, but not necessarily dull.
Okay.
Yeah, it just depends on your taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. But be conservative, don't show skin.
Oh yeah, don't show skin.
Don't show skin, don't. You can show skin,
unless
but,
you're going for an interview for a socialite. Maybe
exactly. So with your mini skirt and your off-shoulder, one-shoulder dresses, please, that's not professional.
Yeah. What is one of the most common mistakes you've seen young people make during interviews?
Unpreparedness. People don't know what they're looking for. So they have applied for so many jobs such that when they're called for an interview, they don't ask, kindly let me know what job it is. We may ask, or go back to your applications and find the name of the person of that job you applied for. Yeah. Because the problem we have is a lot of young people don't prepare for interviews. They just come and wing it like they're professionals. Yeah. But they're not. So unpreparedness is a common mistake, besides the CV, obviously. Yeah. And then because we offer coaching, a lot of people are getting coached. You forget to relate the coaching to yourself. Okay. So we can tell. We can tell that you've been coached. It's like you're reading a manuscript. Yeah. We can tell that you're reading. So in as much as you're being coached, make sure that when you're delivering, you're not delivering your coachee's words. You're delivering their message. Okay. You personalize it. Yeah. Yes. On the process. For example, if I ask you, Yvonne, how long have you been with Paul? You'll tell me. Yes. And then I'm like, so what different would you do from Paul to say Atarah FM? Yeah. Then you're busy telling me, because of my strengths. Yeah. And my experience so far, I believe I can impact your organization. And I'm like, oh yeah. So everyone will answer that. Yeah. That is a cliche answer. Yeah. But what if you come and tell me now, at PAL, this is what I was able to achieve. I moved my listenership from this number to this number. Yes. My Facebook grew from this number to this number. Yes. I've also been able to bring in a revenue of this number to this number. Yeah. You are my candidate. Yeah. Okay. So personalize it. Personalize your coachee's answers. Yes, on them.
And this person asked, her name is Riley, and she asked, my question is, do labor laws apply for small businesses like hardwares and boutiques? Employers in such businesses pay what they want to their employees. So is there a minimum wage for employees in such businesses?
The law applies to anyone who is an employer in this country. It cuts across board. Now, that being said, we have a general order which states the minimum wage for different sectors. So you can check what the minimum wage for you guys is. However, the law is for everyone. Now, I want also to speak about from the side of an employer.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the organization is not to pay you what is dictated by the minimum wage order. Now, it is up to you to negotiate with your employees and offer them something more. And I hope the lawyers are not listening to me. Because we also are awake to the fact that companies may not afford big salaries.
Yes.
So in as much as there's minimum wage, for example, in Nairobi, most people are supposed to earn between 15,000 and 17,000.
Yeah.
Now you're working in a place where the boss is making 30.
Wow, yeah.
10K is rent.
Yeah.
10K is to you.
Yeah.
And 10K is to them. And the other one is to run the business.
Yeah.
It won't make sense.
It won't work.
It won't work. So if you feel like you're not being paid what you deserve, move.
Get another job.
Get another job.
And which brings me to another question actually someone asked that is related to that. So this person asked, my question to Grace Nzula would be, how do you communicate to your managers when your work output is being affected due to long working hours, yet you're expected to deliver quality, especially in these times of COVID when curfew has affected shift employees? Having in mind, according to the contract, the firm reserves all rights, including termination in case of poor quality output.
Allow me to address this from a general point in terms of communication to your superiors.
Yes.
Most managers sometimes don't even realize that you're burning out.
True, yeah.
Some of them don't.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to let them know that you're actually burning out. Do not be afraid that they might fire you. However, your timing. Choose a time when, okay, for example, where I used to work.
Yeah.
Our boss, if you went to him in the morning, you were definitely going to get a no.
Okay, so
we had to go.
Where you're going?
We had to do in the evening.
Yeah,
because between 3 and 4, we normally used to clock out at 4. So between 3 and 4, he was the best. He had relaxed. He would have a conversation. In fact, you would go and sit with him, and he'll give you stories.
Oh wow!
So at that point is when you go and state your case. Now, what employers want to hear is also a business case.
Yes.
You say, my production is being affected because I've worked the last 40 hours.
Yeah.
And I need at least a day of rest.
Yeah.
Let them understand what you feel in a business way.
Yeah. Okay.
Let them know that it is not you who is not being able to deliver.
Yeah.
It is because generally we say, so long as your relationship is declared, please declare that you're in a relationship. And then if you declare also, it's important that you keep it off the office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let it not interfere with your professionalism. Let it not interfere with your productivity. So that's it.
How though? Like, how can you not let it interfere with your productivity or your professionalism? Because if there is a person you like around, you probably are going to spend a lot of time with them during work hours.
No, please keep it off the office. Working hours are working hours.
Yeah.
You can live together, you can come in together, but during office hours they're not. You're not boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife.
Yeah.
During working hours, you are the accountant and you're Yvonne.
Yeah.
Finish.
Done.
Yes. If we realize that's affecting work, one of you will have to leave.
Yeah, that's why most people leave to go to. Yeah, that's a story.
Actually, we have policies like that. If you're in a relationship, one person will have to leave. Because again, it cushions the employer.
Yeah.
Because if they are going on paternity leave and maternity leave, two people will be absent, and maybe they are your 2K people.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's important that one of them leaves.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Now let's talk about sexual harassment, because it comes really close when this has been a topic for a long time. Women have complained and complained and complained. We want to be seen for what we are doing. Want people to say Yvonne worked hard.
Yeah.
But if I get to the top, people are going to say Yvonne slept around with the bosses, and that is why she is where she is today. What do you think about that? And is that ever going to change?
People will say what they will say.
Yeah.
People's opinions is their own opinion. And to all employees and all women, keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining. Keep pushing. It doesn't matter. They'll accuse you of everything, but you know your values. You know what you stand for, and you keep pushing. Because that's nice. I mean, and there's a saying in Kikuyu. I think there's something in English where how do they say? Something in the river doesn't prevent the other animal from taking water. That word.
Kelele ya chura haimzui ng'ombe kunywa maji.
Exactly. So that's noise.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of managing it in the workplace, you have to have policies in the workplace. Actually, the Employment Act, Section 5 and 6 talks about sexual harassment. And if you have more than 20 employees, your sexual harassment policy is actually supposed to be displayed on your walls to remind people that it is wrong. You also have supposed to have procedures on what people are supposed to do when they're sexually harassed. But however, at the end of the day, we say safety begins with you.
Yes.
Therefore, protect yourself.
How do I protect myself?
You can run. You can say no.
I can run.
Yeah. You can decide, I'm not pushing for this.
Okay, so
if it disappear, literally.
Does this mean like leaving the workplace?
You can quit.
But it's my money. Like, I need that money to pay my rent, and it's going to take another year to get another job, Grace, in this country.
That's why I talked about your values.
Okay.
You have to have values.
Will my values get me a job, though?
Yes, because let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If you have strong values, they should not be broken because someone else is doing other things.
True. Snapping to that.
Yes. So your values, values are not supposed to be broken.
Yes.
There are boundaries you say we are not crossing there.
Yeah.
So boundaries have to be very clear.
Yes.
If your boundaries are someone is stepping on your boundaries, you have to protect yourself because they are your boundaries, and you have to communicate your boundaries. You have to say this is not on. True. This is not on.
Yeah, you have to be firm.
Oh, yes.
You have to be very firm in what you stand in and believe in.
Yes. Your boundaries are your boundaries. Your values are your values.
Yeah. Now, because many people fall for this, Grace, yeah? You go to a place or you're working in a place and your boss tells you, okay, so there's a promotion somewhere hanging and it's between you and this person. So, but, you can just let's go somewhere to a certain hotel. You give me service and then you're going to be the top manager of God knows what. Alex Mongo asked this: if I need to leave my place of employment for another and the law or my contract requires a minimum of 30 days notice, but I fear victimization because of serving that kind of notice, maybe even my salary being withheld, would it be okay to say nothing, get the salo and vamos? Just vanish.
It is not okay. So to speak, because you are what you do right now creates a culture for everybody.
Okay.
So you need to make sure that even the victimization does not happen to any other person who leaves that organization. So serve your notice. If you think that the environment will be very toxic, use your leave days. There are different ways to serve your notice. Use your leave days. You can say, I will work for a week, and then the other time it's your leave days. Now, again, if you think that you might lose your pay, sometimes you have to weigh your options.
Yeah.
Where you're going, is it better?
Yeah.
Is it okay to lose 1 month pay and then and go for better environment and better paying job or whatever you think is better?
Yeah.
Or is it okay to serve your notice? But it is very, very important that you serve a notice, give your employer your resignation letter, do things the right way.
Yeah.
Do things the right way, because when the tables turn, it will be your brother being fired without notice.
Yeah.
So if you do that, you're opening a loophole for everyone to follow that route, even the employer.
Yeah.
So give your notice, even if it means you paying your employer, because that's what the law says. Either party can give 1 month's notice or pay in lieu of notice.
Okay.
So you can pay your employer and decide, here my salary is 30,000. Here is 30,000. I can hand over within 1 week, because handover is also important.
Yeah.
You are doing a good job at your workplace.
Yeah.
And so handover is very key. So hand over properly and then leave.
Okay.
But you have to let them know.
Yeah.
Don't desert. We actually call you deserters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And actually, you might need a referee from there.
You might need a you never know where you're going to meet.
You never know.
You never know where you're going to meet. I still work for my previous employer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We still do work together.
Yeah, because you left well.
Yes.
Now, Grace, let's talk about toxic working environment. Yeah, dealing with bad bosses. Bosses who will not listen to you. They're just, bossing you around. They're not leaders per se. They're just people who tell you what to do. How do you deal with a boss who won't listen to you?
Now, if you can check... We run a class called Personal Responsibility, and we also run a class called Workplace Relationship Management, because you relate with each other in the workplace.
Yeah.
So, and one of the things we say, if you have a boss that you don't like, accept them for the kind of leadership they give. Okay. Accept this is who they are. You see, the problem with us, it becomes toxic because you're not accepting this is who they are, and it has nothing to do with you.
Yes, it's
them
projecting their own. Yeah,
exactly. If you remove yourself from this equation, let your boss be who he is. Respect who they are. If you realize they are toxic, I mean they are bossing, they are shouting, they are what?
Yeah.
Figure out a way to manage them.
Yeah.
As you also protect yourself and figure out how to move.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But you need to even tell them sometimes. They're not always like that. So and let me just tell you a secret. Most bosses who are shouting and are always on defense, they're really soft inside. You just need to figure out how to remove them.
So they're just trying to hide how soft they are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is me rubbing my chin right now. Okay, so there's another question here. How do I ensure I don't get laid off during retrenchment?
Value.
Okay.
You have to give value. Now this is where you do much more than what you are hired to do.
Which raises another question to go on.
Yes. Yeah. Some of us want to be. In fact, there's something that really pisses me off.
Yes.
Someone says, but it's not in my JD.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're just killing yourself.
Yeah.
You are just killing yourself. And one day I'll come and tell you how I got into HR. Because you have to see opportunities where they are.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You have to be this person who is reliable.
Yes.
You have to be this person who anyone enjoys working with.
Yeah.
Because they'll give you more responsibilities. And when the time comes and an opening comes, in fact, there are some people I've worked with who I say, there's a job opening. They're paying this much. I know I'm not able to afford you.
Yeah.
Can I recommend you for this job? Because you will go with my name.
Yes. Yeah.
And that means you're going to be as a brand ambassador for me.
Yeah.
So do what you came to do, plus more.
Plus more. But you know what happens, Grace? When people are doing plus more, and this is actually a question that was asked, now they want to pay for that.
Now that's a challenge we have because we stopped serving.
Oh, yeah.
Look at it as service before selling. Now you come. Let me clarify. The relationship between you and your boss is everyone serving each other.
Yes.
You're here to do a job.
Yes.
I'm gonna pay you to do that job.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna gain from the services you're offering.
Yeah.
So you sell your service. It's the same way we say customer service. Give me. I give you work, I'll pay for it, but you have a responsibility to manage me as your customer.
Okay.
So you need to learn to manage your boss, your expectations, and do what you are hired to do, plus more. We don't have to go back to your JD, that last clause that we put there, which I tell all employers you must put.
Yeah.
Any other duties assigned by management that is relevant.
Yeah. Plus more.
Plus more.
I like the way you're shouting the plus more. The plus more part.
Yes.
How do I negotiate a contract? Someone actually asked if I'm told, okay, I'm going to pay you 30,000. If I say no, I think I need you to pay me 40,000. Is that a deal breaker? Do you think I might lose my job maybe for saying that?
No. Negotiating is key.
It's key.
It's key. Negotiation is not you dictating how much you want to be paid.
Okay.
Negotiating is saying, this is what I think can serve me better. And this other person saying, this is what we have to offer.
Yeah.
Let's work something out.
Okay.
That is negotiation.
Yeah.
A lot of young people want to say, Mimi siezi work for less than 30,000.
Yeah.
Sweetie, go and find your job for 30,000.
And all the best in that.
And all the best with that. But if you come here and you're saying, these are the services I'm offering. If you pay me this much, it would be of value to you and to me. Because this is a mutually beneficial agreement.
Yes.
So negotiate, do not dictate.
Yeah. Do not dictate.
Do not
Just
dictate.
Negotiate. Hey, we have a lot of dictators.
Yes.
We have very many dictators. Like by the time you're leaving campus, it's like, mzazi wangu ametumia 4M kunisomesha hii shule nienda nilipwe 10k mahali. No.
Oh yeah, let me also add something. There's a question we've been getting a lot.
Yeah.
I've gotten a job paying 15,000. This is an insult. Da.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, it's 15,000 you did not have. Take the job. Take the lessons.
True.
Go and learn. And then don't be comfortable because now we get paid 15,000 and we want to move, we want to do suju. Don't get comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
Take the 15 as you look for greener pastures.
Yeah, it's 15,000 you didn't have.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That is really, really insightful. I think we've answered most of the questions dealing with the boss. Friendship with bosses. This is now the one we're going to finish up with. Is my boss my friend, really? First of all, are my colleagues my friend? Can I really have friends in my working environment? Because if someone calls me somewhere and they're like, so Yvonne, I want to promote you, but it's either you or someone else, and that person is she's not going to be my friend at this point. Are my colleagues my friends, Grace?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, in terms of out of work, we're friends. We are not friends because of what I do.
Yeah.
We are friends because we get along.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
True.
So let's not mix business with friendship.
Yeah.
So we are in the workplace. The people you work with will actually support you when you're in trouble because I can tell you, Yvonne, you think about Pearl Radio.
Yeah.
12 hours in a day.
True. Yeah.
So for those 12 hours in a day, you're spending 8 hours with people.
Yes.
Because 1 hour is for traffic, 1 hour is the other traffic as you go back home.
Yeah.
And then you're here for about 8 hours. If you're at Pearl for 8 hours, for 40 hours a week, surely you're mixing with people. You're interacting with them.
True.
They become your friends.
Yeah.
You can't really avoid it.
Yeah.
Now, the challenge comes between separation.
Okay.
And let me give you another example. I was taught, one of my mentors, you'll go have a party with them, okay?
Yeah.
There's an organization, end of year or something. Do you know you'll find them in the office the next day at 7 a.m. and they do not talk about what happened yesterday?
No.
Yes. That is out. And you don't expect because I'm HR, we're going to be over friendly. You can come at 8:30. Sweetheart, that was yesterday.
It's gone.
It's gone. This is work. And work is done like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So just telling the difference between outside and in here, that's a different thing.
My best friend used to be an accountant. And we would, during payroll, would argue on the phone. We'd think we are fighting. But at the end of the day, we'd go and catch a movie together.
Wow. But
and no one gets angry. No one kubeba maroho.
But Gracie, watu wengi wanazofanya hivyo. I think it's just the chosen
Then you're not
few.
being friends.
Then you're not friends. That's so that's just
also
someone you know.
Yeah, you have to have discernment. You have to know when it's friendship and when it's not.
Wow. Man, I feel so much wiser. Thank you so much, Grace, for your time, for coming here and for dressing in blue. Makes you look really good.
Oh my God.
And like, oh my God, stop. Yeah, thank you so much for your time and for being here. And of course, people have more questions. So how can they find you?
So you can check out our Facebook page, Atarah Solutions. We are on Instagram, Atarah Solutions.
Yeah.
We are on YouTube, Atarah Solutions. And you can also send me an email at grace@atarahsolutions.co.ke.
Okay.
Grace@atarahsolutions.co.ke. Or you might want to spell Atarah.
Oh, Atarah.
Yes. Atarah is actually a biblical name.
Oh, what does it mean, by the way?
It means crown.
Oh, wow.
In the Bible, yeah. So
Atarah means crown.
Yeah.
Why did
Atarah
you
means-
name it crown?
because we want to create kings and queens in the workplace, and we want companies that we form kingdoms through kings and queens.
Wow.
Yes.
Gosh, that's amazing, man.
Yep.
So insightful, Grace. Thank you so much for your time. I just
you.
want to, do this show with you mpaka 1, but you gotta go do your business. So just thank you for your time.
96.9 FM. Pearl Radio.